Hello and good afternoon, everyone. We will get started with the virtual open house in just about 4 or 5 minutes. Let everybody kind of get into the room. I'm going to leave you with some beautiful shots of this amazing living room while we wait. Hello and happy Father's Day, everyone. All the fathers out there. We have a super special treat today. We have this amazing Spanish-style home that we're going to take a look at. I'm going to provide you guys with all the details in just a little bit. We're going to give everybody a chance to find the event, get situated, and then we'll get going on everything. So for now, I'm just going to kind of leave you with some shots of this beautiful, quintessential Spanish living room. All right, see some people joining. Hello, hello, everyone. All right, just give everybody another couple minutes here, and then we will get started. I've been really looking forward to this virtual open house. When we received this listing, my first thought was, when will I be able to show this off to all of my people? There's just so many really cool details. I can't wait to show you guys about this property. And it's one of these homes where we, in Claremont, we're very fortunate to have a lot of historic and vintage properties. And so we get to see a wide variety, not just Spanish, but also craftsman, colonial, things like that, mid-century, tons of mid-century moderns, things like that. But in terms of a vintage home, this one is, in my opinion, one of the better examples, one of the better ones that I've seen in terms of a preservation factor. Lots of original elements, and I'm going to point pretty much all those out to you guys once we do get started. And we're going to get started here in just a second. Yes, we see the love for the Spanish style coming in. It's a beautiful style of home, extremely comfortable, very durable built, and I'm going to talk about what kind of I mean by that when we get going here a little in a second. And overall, just a beautiful home. All right, I'm going to flip you guys around so that I can say hi, and we're going to get started. Hello, hi everyone. Hope everyone's doing well today. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We have a fantastic treat for you guys today. Like I said in my opening, I have been looking forward to presenting this property to you guys since we kind of realized that we were going to list it. And it's just, if you are a Spanish, if you're into Spanish architecture, Spanish styling, this is an amazingly well-preserved example of one. Like I said, probably one of the finer examples of historic homes preserved that I've seen. Quite possibly a wonderful candidate for the Mills Act, which I'll explain a little bit more in depth later to you. But thank you for joining me for another virtual open house. Again, just want to say hi to everybody, and I'm not going to waste any time on me. I'm gonna just fill all this in with the house. I'm going to flip you guys back around, give you guys some of the basic information for this property. So this is 3429 North Towne Avenue, Claremont, California, and it's a 3-bed, 2-bath home, just under 2,400 square feet. It was built in 1928, and we're on almost 4/10 of an acre, so a very good sized lot, especially kind of in the city like this. So without any further ado, I'm gonna get started with some things. So we're gonna go through and take a look. So as we can see, this is a beautiful, beautiful quintessential Spanish style living room, and there's a couple things that I want to point out that really make this a classic Spanish style home. Number one, as we'll see, we have a beautiful big fireplace. We have the inset for artwork, beautiful tile work. Again, just kind of the shaping and the color, very quintessential in terms of a Spanish style home. Very large fireplace. It has hookups for gas, but can definitely burn wood, obviously. Another thing that makes this classic is you'll see, I don't know if we can get a look. I'm going to try to show the glass here. I don't know if it's going to get picked up on camera. You can't really tell, but it is the original windows, wood frame windows with what they call the Coke bottle wavy glass, which is really neat. So again, just more original elements. Around the room, you'll notice these sconces. It's hard to kind of see on camera because the light's really bright, but really, really beautiful. And they're throughout this room. Another thing I want to point out, which is a very important historical element, is actually this sort of window treatment, this curtain rod, this wrought iron rod. This is so classic and so common amongst Spanish style homes. And this is actually one of the requirements, or one of the things that the Mills Act Committee looks for in Spanish style homes, is the presence of these original wrought iron window treatments. So not only do they go with the house, they look appropriate with the house, but a major historical element and preservation element. Again, 2 more sconces over here, original to the house. If we take a look up, you can see that we kind of have a coved, this sort of barreled ceiling here. If you look at the ceiling line, again, another super Spanish architectural element. And then of course capped off with a really large picture window at the front of the room. So again, just all sorts of authentic details oozing from this property. Of course, you'll notice that we have the hardwood floor as well, thin plank, oak hardwood. And the size of the room is great too. So plenty of room for large furniture, great spot to gather with friends and family. Just really a beautiful room. This is why I started the tour here, and this is why I let you guys kind of wait in here. It was just really a beautiful space. Okay, so as you can see, we have a oversized entry door with a very nice entryway here. Kind of take a quick peek out here. You can see we have a courtyard setting, beautiful fountain. And we're going to go through, and I'm a cat guy, so we have a friend with us on tour today. He's going to be showing us the way. He enjoys the house quite a bit. So on to the next room. Open this up here. And this is another gorgeous room. Originally what I suspect to be probably the original dining room. But this is used more now of kind of a family room and a hangout room. And you can really see why. Wonderful natural light. Again, with the wrought iron window treatments, cove ceiling. And what's really cool, one thing I want to mention, let me get some good light here, is this flooring. If we take a look at this flooring, and the cat's getting in the shot again. If we take a look at this flooring, this is one of the original sort of linoleum flooring coverings that was invented and introduced. You can see it has this kind of beautiful aged look to it, looks very rich. It actually fits this space really well and looks quite nice. So again, lots of natural light. Again, you can kind of see out into the courtyard there through the doors. All of the center window here does not open, but both the windows that flank it on the sides, they do open nice and wide, get a great breeze through. And these are actually French doors. So those will open up and go out to the courtyard. Do a reverse angle here. And again, you probably heard me mention that this property could be a great candidate for the Mills Act. For those of you that don't know, the Mills Act is a wonderful program that many cities have in California. And what it does is if you have a vintage or architecturally significant home, an architect design home, or again, something that is on a historic registry, it allows you to make improvements to the property and save on some of your property taxes. So by improving the property, preserving the property, and basically, just maintaining the property, you can save a little bit on your property tax, which is really nice. It allows you to reinvest it into the house. Okay, so we're gonna walk back through this way. And we're gonna go into the master bedroom. So this is the master. What's currently being used as the master, I should say. One thing that's important to note is that all of the rooms in the property are great size. So you could really use any room as a master. This one is currently considered the master and being used as the master because it does have an ensuite bathroom, which we're gonna open up and take a look at right now. Again, a very well-appointed restroom. And again, you know, for a property built in 1928, it was not common to have an actual master bathroom. The master bathroom and bedroom concept didn't really evolve until, well, quite honestly, the late 60s and into the early 70s. So the fact that this is here is wonderful. They've made a great use of the space, a very well-appointed, definitely has that spa-type feel. Just a really nice bathroom. Okay, there is a walk-in closet in here. And the room is very large, so you can see that there's also an armoire and some drawers, things like that for storage. One thing I'd like to point out in some of these older homes is that if we take a look up here at sort of where the crown molding meets the ceiling, you'll see there's a gap. I had one person one time say, oh boy, the craftsmanship, sure, somebody didn't do that right because of that gap. Well, what that gap's for, it's actually a picture railing, and what you do is there's actually a little groove back there, and you can use it to hang photos from it. Again, this is a lath and plaster house. The walls are solid and very, very hard, so it would take a lot to hang art from the walls. So it was one way to kind of hang art a little bit easier. We're gonna make our way into the kitchen. Good sized kitchen, especially again for the age of the house. It's a really nice size. You can see the owners have a beautiful kind of commercial style 6-burner gas cooktop and oven. See some of the original elements as well, countertop, backsplash, cabinetry, things like that. And spin you guys around, built-in area. And this is a pantry, and then very cool little element, the basement, which is used for some storage, and it also does have some of the furnace and forced air components down there as well, which is very common use for basements in this area. Most houses don't have basements, but some of these older ones actually did have basements, and this one does. So beautiful little breakfast nook. Have just the cutest kind of built in here. Again, just classic kind of Spanish vintage home. Another beautiful view out to the pool from the breakfast nook. And that goes back through to the dining / family room, depending on what you want to use it for. Okay, so now we are going to head on upstairs. Couple things I want to point out about this staircase. It's a beautiful staircase. Again, it has this sort of original wrought iron. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but it has this beautiful original wrought iron railing and just really nice detailing. The staircase has a much more gentle rise than some of the newer staircases. It's actually really easy to walk up, if that kind of makes any sense. So up here we have 2 bedrooms, a sunroom, and a bathroom. So we're gonna take a look. This would be bedroom number 2. This room has a lot of wonderful natural light, high ceilings, tons of windows. I mean, it's really beautiful. And again, with the size of these rooms, you really could make any of these masters if you wanted to. They're all really well proportioned, really well sized. again, you could use any of these as a master. And for those of you just joining us, just recap some of the specs really quick, some of the basics. This is 3429 North Towne Avenue. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath Spanish-style home built in 1928. It's a 2,378 square feet, and we're on just about, well, over a third of an acre, close to kind of actually a fourth of an acre there. So beautiful property. This one's listed at $988,000. It's only been on the market for about 4 days or so, so it's a newer listing. Tons of original detailing, and speaking of original detailing, lots of the door hardware is original. These crystal knobs are beautiful. You can see some of the original, even some of the, you guys can see that. I mean, it's just really cool kind of just detailing. Of course, the doors are solid core original, just very cool details like that. Bathroom number 2. And this is such a gorgeous bathroom. If you are into the original sort of 1920s style, really nicely done. Into the tub and shower there. I just love these tiles, and they do have, these tiles are approaching 100 years old. There are some chips and some things like that, but I think that's it's one of those things where it's character, and I think that it's gorgeous just the way that it is. And bedroom number 3. Again, for the third bedroom, a really good size. This could certainly be a master, and you could use the full bathroom that's right next to it, just to give you guys some perspective. So this is bedroom number 3, and that's bathroom number 2. So technically not ensuite because it's not connected, but it's right next door, so you could certainly do something with that. Again, some more original detailing here in these wall sconces that are throughout this room and the house. If at any time you guys have any questions about the property, please feel free, go ahead and put them into the comments, and I'd be happy to answer them as best as I can. Some built-in cabinetry there. Again, very common for vintage type homes. And the sunroom. So this most likely at some point was a sleeping porch. Of course, when the property was built, there was no such thing as air conditioning. So on hot summer nights here in California, it was not uncommon for people to build porches that were screened in, and they would sleep outside. At some point, it's been enclosed, which is not uncommon. Now it could be used as a great reading room, homework. If someone needed a small office space, it's really bright, it's quite nice. It would work well for that. Okay, so now we're gonna head outside. We're gonna take a look at the pool and backyard area, and also the garage. The garage is currently being used as a studio, and when I say studio, I mean an actual studio. Not a studio for living. It's used as a recording studio. One of the owners is into recording and music. Again, just this room one more time, since I love it so much, in case anybody missed that. Beautiful living room. Okay. And here we go. We're gonna go outside into the beautiful backyard. Okay. And first thing I want to do is I want to get into this back corner just so I can show you guys how large this lot is. Again, it's about 0.4 acres. So it's a really good size. I'm in about the back corner here, and now you can really see how large this home is. There's a wood deck there, huge full-size trampoline. Plus we have this grassy area, which is always nice to have that for pets to run around, kids to run around, friends and family gatherings. Citrus trees on the property, another patio area, large driveway with basketball hoop. We're gonna take a look at all of that. But I just wanted to kind of give you a nice overview of kind of how the property sits right now. There's dual AC units for do the heating and cooling for the property. Again, nice little deck area with the string lights. Really beautiful outside, especially at night. Awesome spot to come and sit and just kind of hang out and enjoy things. Give you guys a reverse angle back this way. Another beautiful day. Wonderful weather. Hear the gentle hum of the AC units going to work. The house, it stays a really good temperature. Again, typically walls of Spanish homes are very thick. They hold temperature very well, and with the upgraded AC system in this property, it has no problems on warm California summer days such as today. You can see some of the lemon trees. Another seating area out here. I also want to show the driveway, garage area. This is a really, really great area. Gated and locked, so very secure. As you can see, they have a basketball court here. You could easily have RV parking. Huge driveway plus the garage. Again, so lots of places to park. You could easily have 2 cars in the driveway, 2 cars in the garage, and probably still have a RV or trailer parked in the driveway. The property is set up. You can see that little cord wrapped up on the ground there. The property is set up for charging electric vehicles. Property does also have solar panels on it. The owners were telling me that the solar was, the roof was maximized and optimized for as much solar production as possible. And she did say that, the owner did say that they typically receive a credit from Edison for their electricity. Again, one thing to think about with the solar installed on the property, you can take advantage immediately of low utility bills. If you have a Tesla or other electric car, you're gonna be able to charge it off of that. And the solar system is completely owned and paid off. So there's no messy transfers. Buyer will not have to assume any loans, nothing like that. You can just start from the get-go with low electricity bills, which is always wonderful. Again, so just showing some more of the backyard. Beautiful, beautiful grounds of this property. I mean, even down to some of these, just the planters that have kind of, succulents and drought-tolerant plants that really fit the property. They fit the setting. Do you hear the music playing? There's outside speakers, so surround sound. Take a look at this. This is just a beautiful, beautiful spot. Great area to have a pool. Very lush, very serene. And again, one thing I want to show you guys that's really, really cool about this property, kind of touched on it earlier, is this awesome studio. This is a really, really cool space. Again, so right now we're currently in a 2-car garage. It's actually a little bit larger than a 2-car garage, a little bit more oversized. The owners have outfitted it more of a, as you can see, a full-blown recording studio, working space. There is what we call a European wall AC. It's an LG unit. Cools this space wonderfully. It's probably, I don't know what the temperature is in here, but it probably feels like it's about 72 or 73. Tons of room, as you can see. So just on the other side of this wall here, that's where the garage door is. In order to convert this back to a garage, one would just simply need to basically hook up a garage door motor, and away and off you are. So pretty simple to go back. There are French doors here, which is nice because remember, out there is the pool. So with the air-conditioned room here, this could be a wonderful pool house. Could be used as a guest house as well, something like that. There's still plenty of parking, so lots of options with this space. Just really nice to have something unique and a little bit different. Come over here, give you guys a reverse shot. Really good size. Like I said, to me, it feels like it's a little bit larger than a standard 2-car garage. Standard 2-car garage is about 390 to 400 square feet. This one to me feels like it's probably closer to 420 to 430, maybe even 450 square feet. So probably a little bit larger in size. And through there, that's actually the recording booth. It's a little difficult to see with the glare. So if you're a music aficionado, it's the perfect place for you. Again, I'll show you the pool one more time here and the cabana area. Just really beautiful. Really nice house. And again, now you guys can kind of see, or at least hopefully you can see how pure this home is. Really is an excellent example of a Spanish style home. I'm going to take you guys back inside really quick. Go take a look at the living room one more time. Again, if you guys have any questions about anything, questions about this property or any others, happy to answer them for you. If you'd like me to revisit any portion of the house again, I'd be happy to do so. As we enter in off the backyard, you'll see that there's this really nice laundry room. It's a good size. They have 2 large LG side-by-side appliances here. Still plenty of room, plus a little bit of storage. And then that leads back into the kitchen here. Recap one more time, just in case anybody is just joining us. This is the virtual open house for 3429 North Towne Avenue. Property is a 3-bed, 2-bath, Spanish-style home built in 1928. It's just under 2,400 square feet of livable space. And we're on just under 0.4 acres, so really nice lot size. Let's kind of walk around this room. I know that you guys are probably getting, you've seen this room like 5 times, but I just love it so much, so you guys are going to see it for a little bit longer. Could be a great Mills Act candidate. If there's anybody that's been looking for just a really pure, true Spanish-style home, this is just a really, really great example of it. Kind of get some of the detailing on this fireplace a little bit. And we'll also hit the sort of the hangout room one more time. Lots of good space in this house. It's one of these homes that it does feel spacious, but the room space doesn't feel wasted. It doesn't feel too large like you're lost. The flow is really nice, good circular flow, which is conducive to entertaining, having people over. And now with some of the COVID restrictions lightening up, we can actually think about having parties again, having friends over again. The cat makes another cameo appearance. So overall, just a really, really beautiful property. Okay, flip you guys around here. Okay, well, I really hope you guys enjoyed that one. It's a beautiful, beautiful house. Again, one of the probably the more pure Spanish style homes I've been in. A lot of original detailing, original locks and doorknobs and windows, glass. Just really neat trim detail. Some of the first linoleum floor covering that we had. If you're someone that has an eye for character in a home, something that is a little outside the box. This is such a wonderful residence. The owners have done a really, really good job. You can tell that the home's been modernized. Obviously, heat and air, it has solar on the roof, but they've kept those historical elements that probably should be kept in order to maintain the identity of the home. Again, a fantastic candidate for the Mills Act. If you need any more information on the Mills Act, please let me know. We always recommend checking with local city governments, local heritage organizations, just to make sure that the home is eligible and get as much detail as possible from them. They're a great resource and definitely aid in utilizing the Mills Act on properties. So kind of where the market's at right now, similar to where we were last week, not a huge update. It looks like interest rates ticked up just a little bit. They're about 3.25 now on average. Of course, it always varies depending on the borrower and the loan and what county you're in. But for the most part, it looks like it's about 3.25. So still historically very, very good for buyers out there. So if you are interested in learning more about how to apply for a mortgage or get pre-approved, I can certainly help you out with that. Some of the COVID restrictions are lightening up. As we know, June 15th, kind of this grand reopening for the state. So a little bit easier to show properties now. Still, some owners are asking for the property entry forms to be completed. But we should see some open houses start up again in person. So hopefully at some point here in the near future, instead of a virtual open house, I'll be doing a live open house in person in real life. And then you guys can actually come check out the houses for yourselves. Again, just want to leave you with those few updates. If you need any more information about this property or any other properties in the area, I'd be happy to provide that for you. You can reach out to me via Facebook, you can email me, or you can reach me on my cell phone by voice or text. And also a little sneak preview of what's coming next week. We have several really good properties lined up in the hopper. Should be having a few more virtual open houses or possibly in-person open houses here soon. We have a couple more coming up in very scenic locations in and around Claremont. I know you guys will really enjoy taking a look at those. So lots of cool things coming up. We're getting into that portion of the year where sort of the busy time in real estate. So a lot of cool new listings coming soon. So stay tuned. Keep your eyes open for my event announcements. And again, if you have questions about this property or any other properties in and around the Claremont area, always happy to help. Fathers, happy Father's Day. Please try to take a load off. Enjoy your day. I'm sure everybody's barbecuing and enjoying some beverages and gathering with friends and family. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend and their Sunday. And we will see you all next time for another virtual open house. See you guys. Bye-bye.